Welcome to episode 6 of my Oklahoma City Cyclones franchise mode here on Access Football 2023. In the last video, we wrapped up Season 2, finishing 5-11. Not a great season, obviously we're looking to get better during this offseason. And like I said at the end of the last video, I will be looking to get the #1 pick in this draft. So we are trading with the Pittsburgh Ironhawks, our first round pick this year and our second round pick next year for their first overall pick, and they have accepted that trade. So now that that's out of the way, we know what we are taking with the #1 pick. We are taking quarterback Mitch Guerrero, who is an A+ in almost every single category. But let's see how good everyone got. Isaiah Jordan improved to a C+, so that's not bad. At running back, Stephen Kelly got to a B+, which is pretty good. What about wide receiver? It looks like everyone else, it looks like Angelo Carl dropped 2, Brent West got +1. So we need a new receiver probably, but yeah, it looks like Angelo Carroll is now down to a B+, and he is very expensive. At tight end, Dakota Hardy got +2. Offensive line, it looks like John Watkins lost 4, so did Dalton Walton. +2 to Sam Cooper and +1 to Jesse Ballard. Defensive line, we got +1. That's pretty good. That was our first round pick last year, Hayden Diaz. Jamie Burke got +1. Elijah Wilkins got +1. And it looks like Kevin Rodriguez lost 1. Michael Hudson got 1. And Hayden Witt lost 2. At linebacker, our linebackers have been decent. It looks like Darren May, who I think led the team in tackles and sacks last year, has regressed 2. I don't know why. Oh, he is 30 years old. That makes sense. Nicholas Puhula got to C+, he lost 1. Gerald Richardson got +1, and Noah Atkins got +2. At defensive back, Sterling Jimenez got +1. Marco Boone got +2. So our corners are at least looking pretty solid now. Giovanni Reynolds did lose 1. And our kicker didn't get better, and our punter actually got worse. And I will take care of all of the player contracts after the draft, but we do have the #1 pick like I showed we traded for, and we're going to take quarterback Mitchell Guerrero, who was an A+ in almost every single important category. The only thing he's not an A+ in is agility and tackle breaking, but we're going to take quarterback Mitchell Guerrero with the #1 pick in the draft, and now we will jump to the second round. And with our second round pick, we're going to take linebacker Randy Holland. And here in the third round, we're going to take defensive back Griffin George. He is a C+ overall and hopefully can help our secondary immediately. And now here in the fourth round, we're going to take defensive lineman Damian Breeze because we know he is a B, and we will draft him and now go to our next pick in the fifth. And here we're going to take running back Sheldon Ramos, who we know is a C in the 5th round, so we have a new running back on the roster. And we're going to take a risk here by drafting blind, but here in the 6th round, we're going to take offensive lineman Jeffrey Townsend. So now a quick draft summary. We got Mitchell Guerrero with the #1 pick in the draft. Then we got Randy Holland, a B overall linebacker, a C+ defensive back, a C+ D lineman, a C running back, a C+ offensive lineman, and a C+ linebacker there in the late 7th round. So I'm actually pretty okay with that. And I have now re-signed everyone I wanted to, and I have signed all of our draft prospects. So we will now jump in to see how good the depth chart looks. Starting at quarterback is pretty obvious. It will be the #1 pick, Mitchell Guerrero, who is an A+ overall. At running back, we have Richard Guerrero, who is a B. At wide receiver is a B overall, Brent West, and then a bunch of C+ and C. Not a great unit there. At tight end, we have a B overall. Offensive line starts with a B+ at left tackle, which is pretty good, but past that, we're not doing too great. Defensive line, B+, B+, and B. I am perfectly fine with that. At linebacker, we have B+, and then 3 B overalls. At DB, we're not doing too great. We have a bunch of Bs. I think everyone starting at DB is a B. Never mind, we have 1 C+, which is Raekwon Santiago. And then our kicker is still Andy Brouch, and our punter is still Victor Fisher. So I'm going to try something a little different here since the first offseason video was so short. We're going to simulate probably the first 4 games of this season, and then we'll figure out in the next video how many games I need to simulate. But let's go ahead and jump into Season 3 against the Washington Senators. And rookie quarterback Mitchell Guerrero wins his first start, 19-7. Let's see how he played. Guerrero goes 26 of 43 for 193 yards and a touchdown. And the running back ran for 119 yards. How did we stop their quarterback? 21 for 39, 208 yards, 1 touchdown, and a pick. All right, we start 1-0. Let's simulate week 2 here against the Atlanta Razorbacks. All right, this game does not go near as well. We lose 15-35. Let's see, Guerrero goes 26 for 43, 192, and a pick. But he doesn't really have any, star receivers to throw to, so that may be a problem. Their quarterback goes 23 for 38, 204 yards, 1 touchdown, and a pick. But we now have some scouting points to use, so let's go ahead and scout wide receiver Tony McKenzie. We're going to be looking for some receivers this year. He goes to a C+. Not what we're looking for. What about Terry Martinez? He also goes to a C+. All right, one more receiver maybe. Alfonso Moss drops to a C. And here we're just going to scout the top linebacker, Adrian Keller, who is an A. He goes to an A+. If we finish scouting him, he remains an A+. That is huge. What about defensive back Hunter Rudolph? He drops down to a C+. Now over in the Southeast, let's scout this linebacker, Caleb Nelson, who drops down to a C. That is very, very not good. What about defensive lineman Mark George? Drops down to a C+. And then defensive lineman Garrett Saunders drops all the way down to a C. And this guy is showing up as the top player in the class. So let's scout running back Trenton Morton, who remains an A+ after we scout him. But I doubt we'll be in a position to scout him or to draft him. So let's take Raekwon Steptic, and he drops down to a C+. What about running back Nicholas Harper? He drops down to a C. So we've started this season 1-1. Now we had to face Louisiana, who is also 1-1. All right, we must have had one impressive day. We win this game 43-24. Let's see what our quarterback did. Guerrero had so far his best career day, 26 of 45, 214 and 2 touchdowns. The running back Guerrero runs for 35 yards and 2 touchdowns. Their quarterback held to 21 for 38, 193 yards and 1 touchdown. And now in the last game that we will simulate here in this video, Week 4 against the Cincinnati Royals. And we dropped this game 24-40. What exactly happened? Guerrero goes 24 for 38, 258, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Both of our running backs ran in for a touchdown. Their quarterback throws for 324 yards and 2 touchdowns. But their running back also ran in for 3 of them. Well, that will wrap up episode 6 of Axis Football 23 franchise mode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. In the next one, we will come back and simulate a few more games here in season 3. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys next time.